Hey everyone, so today we're going to be writing an academic summary for your article SeaWorld Tanks or Sea Pens. Here is the prompt that will help you for writing your academic summary. It states, after reading the article SeaWorld Tanks or Sea Pens and finding its main ideas and details, write an academic summary which shows that you understood the article's main points. Use your own words, no quotes, to adequately summarize the text. Make sure your paragraph uses academic vocabulary and transitions throughout. So with this summary, you'll be writing there are a few keywords you want to look at within this prompt. A few of them right here that I want to underline are you're going to be looking for any main ideas and any details within the article. We've done this before with nonfiction, looking for the main idea and then any details that support it. You're also going to be using your own words when you're talking about the main ideas when you're summarizing the text. It's not just going to be full of quotes. You're going to be inputting your own writing as well. Now, what you'll be doing is you're going to be organizing your notes from the article, the notes that we wrote on the 4 different chunks. You're going to have your main ideas in this section and your supporting details here. So you will be creating a T-chart. I'll show you right here when you look at this next slide. I put a couple screenshots of the article so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, here I highlighted a context right here. This is just the context of the article in the beginning paragraph. It's telling us we're going to talk about SeaWorld, and we're going to talk about people who are fighting for animal welfare are angry, why they're angry, and just what's going on with SeaWorld. So that's just some background information. Going into this next part, though, and I'm sorry, but this part got cut off. You can see it in the past slide. It says main idea or claim. It's referring to this first highlighted part where it says, killer whales that have lived in captivity are not a good fit for the wild because they have not spent enough time in the ocean. That is a claim written here by Naomi Rose. She's saying that killer whales shouldn't be in the wild, that they should stay within SeaWorld due to the fact that they haven't been in the ocean before, so they wouldn't know how to act. Here, this is highlighted because it is a supporting detail. As you can see, it's linked here. The reason it's a supporting detail is because it's a fact that supports her opinion. You've highlighted a few facts or opinions on your different chunks, and you may have this highlighted as well. If you don't, it's okay. You can have different main ideas and supporting details. I'm just showing you my examples. So here it says there are no sea pens that can hold all 11 orcas. The cost of building such pens could reach $5 million each. Each pen could cost up to $500,000. Now this is just talking about money, how these pens aren't large enough to hold these orcas, so it's a supporting fact that helps support the fact that for this main idea, it's not just going to be a good fit, it just doesn't make sense for the amount of money that it's going to cost. Going down here, we have another claim. So it's saying that they would not be better off in sea pens than where they are now. That's also going back to what Naomi said in this first claim. So these kind of go together. Going on to the next part of sea holds dangers too. We have killer whales that have not lived in the wild may not be able to handle the sea. So that's a claim. It's what Dold has said and other SeaWorld supporters. It's similar to the ones before that if they've not been in the wild, they still can't handle it. And then down here we have a supporting detail where it's talking about how SeaWorld has taken California to court and how it's fighting the no breeding rule, which is a rule that says they can't have animals breed in order to create more orcas instead of just capturing them or taking them from the wild. And they're trying to fight that law so they can raise more orcas within captivity. So let me just show you right here. I know it's a little crazy, so I'm going to connect these together. So this is a claim. It goes to up here. This one's the detail. Here's another claim. They're all very similar claims that the whales shouldn't be living in the ocean, that they should be living within these pens. Once more, this is a claim. Here it's a supporting detail. It's a little cut off, but you'll see it on the next slide. So these all go together. I'm going to wipe it clean. So this is the last page of the article. So this supporting detail goes up here. So now we're on the next supporting detail. This talks about how there was a famous orca that was released to a sea pen. So not in a tank. This one was released back into the wild of sorts. It was put in a little pen in the ocean. And as another supporting detail, the whale died a few months later of pneumonia, a lung disease. So this is supporting the claims that whales shouldn't be going back in the wild because this one ended up dying. So it's showing how these whales aren't doing well back out in the open ocean. So these are supporting details. They're both facts that support the opinion. And then this is one last claim where he's saying that the whale, he said the Kaiko experience, that's the name of the whale that died, showed that sea pens are not a safe place for killer whales. So that's the claim, and this claim is supported by these two details that showed up here. Now let's go back to our T-chart. So this is the T-chart. This is how I kind of want it to look. You have your main ideas on one side and supporting details on the other. Notice for the main ideas, I'm not putting any quotes back from my Google document. I'm writing it in my own words. The main idea was that whales shouldn't be in sea pens, and it's saying how orcas in captivity are better than orcas being sent back into the ocean. So that's the main idea or the claims of this article. If you look at my supporting details, though, these are all details and facts and quotes that go back to support these arguments I just wrote in my own words. So one example is the cost of building a pen could reach $5 million each. So that doesn't support having a sea pen. The whale Kaiko died a few months later of pneumonia. A lung disease is another supporting detail. And then the last one I put was killer whales that have not lived in the wild may not be able to handle sea pens. Sorry, guys, that's supposed to say wild. So what you're just doing is you're going back to your document that you already have marked up. You're summarizing your main ideas on the left side. And on the right, you're just putting all the quotes and all the facts you've already highlighted that support the argument you found. So you're organizing it out so it's a lot easier to write your academic summary in the end. So I'm going to go over to the academic summary so you guys can see that. If I can find it.